Yes, and we are live. Good evening from Nigeria. Thank you. We've gone on sabbatical and we are back. Thank God for thank God for life. Thank God for the gift of life. So thank you to our viewers, our followers that's been following us. We are back and we're better. So tonight we're not going to take our time too much, but before we dive into the topic of today, which is overcoming challenges, we will be introducing ourselves. I'll be starting first and then I'll go to Sister Bosse and then we'll go right like that. So my name is Adiola Tolushi. I'm a Christian, a wife, a mom of two girls. I used to work for the federal government of my country, but now I'm a stay-at-home mom and I run my business fully by the side. So thank you for joining us tonight. I go to Sister Felicia from UK. So introduce
Thank
yourself, ma.
you. Thank you, ma. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from today. My name is Felicia Bossede Akintola. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a registered nurse. I'm originally from Nigeria, but I currently work and live in the United Kingdom. And on the side, I run this amazing digital business, and that's me.
Thank you. Auntie Kemi, Belgium.
Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching us from. My name is Oluwakemi. I'm in Nigeria, but I live in Belgium with my immediate family members. That is my children and my husband. I work in the health sector and I'm a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Takemi.
Yeah, good evening, viewers at home. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on wherever you're watching us from. Yes, my name still remains Oluwakemi Jumola. I'm originally from Nigeria, but I live in France with my family. I work in the hospitality industry and I run my digital business at the side, as a side also. So thank you for joining us again this night. That's me.
Yeah, Auntie Gania.
And good evening, as all my partners have said from all over the world, my name still remains the same. It has not changed. Ganiat Olamide Ogundele. I'm from Nigeria as well, but I reside in France. I'm a mother to handsome three boys, very active one. I am saying active because I know you won't understand except you understand. So thank you so much for joining us. As they said, we are on we went on sabbatical leave and then we are
We are
back.
back.
We are back, as our topics today says, overcoming challenges. You will be hearing more from us, and I think that is part of what happens to us.
Wow, interesting, interesting. So today we'll be talking about overcoming challenges and we'll be sharing some of our personal experience on how we're able to how we're able to overcome challenges, what we did to overcome challenges. So I'll be starting from Staganiyat. I want you to tell us how you were able to overcome challenge, how you've been able to, maybe in the past or now. Just tell us what you have done to overcome challenge. Thank you.
We should also always know that challenges is not what we cannot have in this life. And I'm sorry, I'll just be talking as a Christian, because when you are a Christian, there is nothing you can do. You will surely mention that Christianity. So I'm begging our followers that are Muslim, please don't be offended, and then we have to talk about it, because even our Jesus Christ has said he has not come to this world to take away all the sins, but he has put laid down for how we are going to overcome it. So challenges is not what we are going to evade in our life, but
It's
the
inevitable.
way we are going to how to overcome it is what matters. And firstly, as a Christian, because you firstly is prayer. We cannot do without prayer, because the more you are challenged and you are not praying, that means the challenges will continue to overweigh you. You will not have the right mindset on or think how you are going to overcome it. Like my own challenges is when I get to this new country where I am living. This country of France is a challenge, because one, you don't speak the language. And I remember in those days in our secondary school, when they are teaching us French, we have a special definition for it. We will say èdè tí ìyá kò gbọ́ tí bàbá kò gbọ́ tí wọ́n fi tipátipá kọ́ wa. That is how we define our that is how we define French then, not knowing that that is the country that we are going to be earning
And up.
our livings from. And if we have known, maybe we'll have practiced it very well then. But nevertheless, it's a challenge because language is a barrier for us here, that we are English speaking country is a barrier. Even if you hear the language, I won't lie to you, you will not be able to pronounce it. Your pronunciation,
The
there will still,
accent will be-
yes, your accent will still be showing that no, you are not from this country. So what I do to overcome that is, one thing is I normally do is, if I'm going for appointment, when I just enter this country, somebody will have to follow me to the appointment. I will not sat down one day that somebody that is following me already knows solution to my problem than myself that I even have the problem. Because she will speak, they will speak to her, she will interpret to me before I will not tell her in English again, she will tell them. So it's taking so much, we spend a lot of time during appointment time. So I now said to myself, I need to overcome it because it's a challenge to me. I don't want to be speaking my problem, explaining my problem to others. Let me go there, tell them my problem, then they give me solution by myself. Let me be able to ability to solve my own problem. What do I do? How do I overcome it? Is by, first of all, I surround myself with people that are speaking French. The indigenous, there's a gathering places here that you can go, just be hearing what people are saying, listening to them. And another thing I do is I started attending French classes. I started attending French classes so that I can learn. I started learning how to pronounce the ABC, learning small words. There is a lot of words that you need to learn, and there is a lot of conjugation that you need to do in French. So I started going to classes and doing personal classes for myself. I downloaded a lot of applications and started learning from it. With that, in less than 1 month, I was able to go to my appointment all by myself. When I even get there, I will just tell them, please, je parle pas très bien français. Est-ce qu'on peut parler doucement, doucement? That means, sorry, I am
Very
here.
small,
I
small.
don't speak very, very well good French. Can we say it little by little so that I can understand what you guys we want to say? So, and then the French people that you want to go and meet in the office, they are very kind and nice. They will tell you, part the problem. That is, there is no problem. We can understand. And one thing that we even tell you is that no, you can speak French if you can even make these little short sentences. They will tell you can speak, but they don't know that there are some things you cannot put together to make it correctly. So what I'm trying to say is that if we are facing challenges, what we need to do is let's mingle ourselves with people that are doing the same thing that we are doing, that we want. That those are the people that can encourage you. They can tell you you can do it. Like I said, the French people, they'll tell me I can do it. I can speak this French very well. Whereas me, myself, I don't even have that confidence in myself. Another thing is you make plans. I plan out how I'm going to be able to overcome this, unable to speak French very well. You make out plans by yourself. After you have made this big plan, what you are going to do is we are going to break those plans into small segments, because when you make a plan, it is hard because you might I cannot achieve these goals. How will I achieve it? But when you break it into pieces, then you now be picking it the pieces little by little. By going to school, I want to start going to school lessons. I have some applications I'm following and everything like that. So those are the ways I was able to overcome. And also I started to learn from people that are speaking the French correctly as well. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, and let's forget that we have to embrace our challenges. If not, it will weigh us down. Thank you so much. I hope I'm not speaking long. He said we should
Yeah, thank you so much, man. You said something that resonated with me, that when you have a challenge, that stay be amongst people that are doing that same thing, and then you will see that you begin to learn from them and overcome your challenge. And that's the beautiful thing about this our business. We surround ourselves, we look at how many people are here, and then we have a very large community of like-minded people that have achieved success and a lot of things. And because we surround ourselves with them, we're able to see what they are doing right? And which we are emulating it to achieve success. So it's a big plus. There are a lot of people that want to do business and then they are standing alone. But at least in our own business, we don't stand alone. That's the grace we have. And so I want to just use this opportunity to say that if you are looking for a community where you will not have to stand alone doing your business, this is the place to be. You can see all our websites. All you need to do is reach out to us and we'll tell you how to get started. And before you know it, you're part of the family. And then your business goes on. Thank you. All right. So I'll go to Sister Kemi. Which one Sister Kemi should I go to? Sister Kemi. Sister Kemi, Belgium. Yes. Okay. So how have you been able to overcome challenges?
Thank you, Auntie Deola. Mine is almost the same thing as Sister Gania, because for those of us that find ourselves in the country where we don't speak English, it's a very big problem. But to be precisely, my major problem was getting a job. To find a job that will not be too difficult or too stressful to do. So when I came into Europe, let's say the country that I was living then rather, because this is not where I started from. It was a bit difficult because I have to start learning the language. And initially, I was not working. It was only my husband that was working then because my children were still young. So I was a stay-at-home mom. I was taking care of the children. But it got to a point, my husband was the only one doing everything. And if you have to buy some things at home, the load was getting too much on him. Then I sat down one day, I said, okay, I have to look for something to do as well. But I can't do anything if I did not understand the language. So I started going to school, and it took me 2 years to learn the language. 2 good years. Even though at that, there is no how you can still speak the language to the way the citizens or the indigenous are speaking it. So it's just at least to understand, okay, if they ask you little questions, you'll be able to answer, or at least you get to a shop, you want to buy some things, you'll be able to express yourself. Or if by any appointment, at least appointment with the children or at the doctor's place or anywhere, so you'll be able to say at least this and this. So I started from there. Then the next thing is to go to work. But still, I couldn't find a job because I have to learn the language, or I have to learn something to do. That was when I now decided that, okay, I have to go back to school to learn, at least do a course, so that I will not be doing a stressful job. And that was why I went back to school. Then I was doing the course. Then there's a center in Dutch, they call it Ontmoetingscentrum. That is a place where foreigners can meet, at least people that were living here together, they are not from our country. We find ourselves, and with the indigenous self, it's a big hall that everybody meets there, and mostly they speak the language. So one thing Sister Gania said, that if you find yourself in a situation whereby you are passing through some difficulties, you have to surround yourself with people that are in that circle, so that you'll be able to support each other, to at least advise each other to get out of that situation. That was really what I did. So in that centrum, I met some people that have been in the country, way back before me, and they were able to share their experience with me and how they were able to come out of that problem. Until today, that one really helped me a lot. And with the new people, even the people at school, I met so many people there that's okay. We go out together, we do shopping, we do things. So doing like that, I was able to at least achieve that aim of going back to school to learn something, so that the job I will be doing, it will not be too stressful for me. Another one is continuous learning. I started watching Dutch movie on YouTube or Google. If I want to write some things, mostly then I do write it in English. I will now take it to Google. I will translate it. But in Dutch, I know when the word, I might not be able to write everything correctly in Dutch, but when I write it in English and translate it, if the word is not right, I know what to write there. I know how to write the word in Dutch. And when I read it, I know. And by the time I give it to some people, at least somebody that speak the language fluently, you say, oh, why you the one that wrote this? I say, yeah. They say, oh, but this is nice now. Within me, I'll just say, okay, yeah, that is fine, because I know if it is not right in Dutch, I know the word to use. That is another one. Another thing is positive mindset, because right from the onset, I know, okay, I'm here, I'm here. There is no way. It's either you are in or you are out. So the way the other people that were here before me, the way they are doing it, and they are being successful. So in as much this is where I find myself, then I have to do the same thing. So that positive mindset really helped me as well, right? Because if I'm not going to be here, or if I'm not going to do what others are doing, so definitely things will be a bit difficult. So that positive mindset that I have to be able to do something for myself, to make myself proud, and to be able to help my children. Because then too, when they were young, when they were in the battle school, in the primary school, then when they have assignments, because their father is not always there, is always at work, we always go to Google. Me and my children, we go to Google, we go to YouTube. That's where we used to learn from her, helping them to helping them with their assignment. They really helped me a lot, because from there I learned from them as well. I learned the language then as well. Another thing is the challenge itself. Okay, this is the challenge. The language is my challenge. So I have to, because the first thing when you are having challenges, you have to get the positive mindset first, that okay, this thing I want to do it. Then defining the challenge itself is another thing, because some people, they have problem, but they cannot define the problem. They don't know where the problem is coming from. They cannot explain this is the problem. It's just like somebody that is sick and go to the doctor. The doctor is asking the person, what is wrong with you? The person will not be able to just say, I know that I'm sick, but I can't say this is what is happening. There are so many people like that. So I was able to define that, okay, the language is my problem. And I went back to school. I did up a course. I wanted to say uplighting. That was Dutch word. I did the course and it was successful. So that are the things that I did to make me to be where I am today. I am still learning. It's just one, yeah, one as we are coming out of one, because life is itself is a challenge. So we face challenge day by day. So there is no how, in as much we are still on the head, there's no how we will not face challenge. But the important thing is how to come out of it. And that is what I'm still doing till today. But thank God, it's better than how it was before. So, and we keep on moving. So we move. We are not there at the destiny place, but at least along the way, as we are learning, we are moving forward. And that is my own story so
Yeah.
far.
Thank you so much, Ma. So, Star Felicia, over to you.
Thank you, Sister Diola. Well, overcoming challenges, that's the topic for tonight. One thing I always put at the back of my mind is challenges are just part of life. Challenges are part of life. They are inevitable. They are things that will just come one way or the other, no matter how they come, but they come. It could be in your day-to-day living. It could actually be maybe even in the home and even at work, even maybe in your business. So for me, the ways I overcome, because, oh God, I faced a lot of challenges, and to the glory of God, I've been able to manage them, and I'll be telling you how I've been able to manage them. Well, number one, like Sister Ganiat said, the place of prayer cannot be like overemphasized. We can't say it enough, because like Sister Ganiat said, God himself, Jesus himself said that he has not come to this world to take all of those things away, but there is a place of prayer in everything. So the place of prayer cannot be overemphasized. So another thing I do is, well, I pray and I put everything to God. I stay positive no matter what I face, me as a person, no matter how hard, no matter how overwhelming it can be. I just remain positive, because one thing that usually push me is my why. Why am I here? So why do I need this done? And why am I facing this? Okay, I'm facing it because I know where I'm going. Okay, so how do I handle these challenges that I'm facing? I stay positive. I stay positive in everything. I just remain focused. I know where I'm going. And I try to then break the challenges down and begin to identify where the challenges are coming from. And then I look for solution. I love, you see, solution is because when they come, like I said, that they're inevitable. When challenges come, there's nothing you can really do than to find a way of overcoming them. So I look for solution. I seek support from people if possible. Like, I think it's almost all of us that are doing the same thing. Like Sister Ganiat and Sister Kemi said, we seek support. Like she sought support from a community that was that is in Belgium then. But whatever you are facing at all, you just seek support. If you know that, okay, this is too much for you, just look for some people around you that you know that are like-minded. And Sister Diola actually said it, that in this our business, that's why we are people of like-minded. So for me, when I face anything, I try to stay positive. I look for how I can overcome it, and I ask for help. If I feel like, no, this is getting too much, I ask for help, which is very important. And please, 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 if you're watching us today, if you're watching me today, I want you to overcome challenge or challenges, whichever one. If it's only one challenge you're facing, or if you're facing multiple challenges, hold on to your why. Hold on to your why. Hold on to the reason why you want to do that. But there's a constraint, because challenges are like constraint. They're like barrier. They are things that are stopping you from grabbing that thing that you want. It could be in your family. Maybe you want a loving husband, but something is happening. Just stay positive and stay focused, and know the reason why you want a happy home. You know the reason why you want a happy home. You know a happy home is a happy life. So you know the reason. Just stay positive and hold on to your why. That this, I am going to overcome it, and stay positive. There's nothing your mindset cannot change. If you keep your mindset there that this, I'm going to overcome it, you will overcome it. I can tell you that. And learn from whatever you've done wrong, like learn from failure. If there's anything that has happened, well, we can reverse it. It's already happened. We can reverse it, but we have to learn from it so that in future we can apply, okay, what have I done wrong here? You reflect and see, oh, which way could I have done it better? If you know what I mean. So you just reflect and try to learn from failure. Well, those are the ways that I have been able to overcome my challenges, like starting this business, coming out live and talking to people was a challenge to me. But I stayed positive, holding on to my why, because I knew the reason why I went into the business in the first place. And I told myself, and that's another thing, your why must be strong enough. Otherwise, when challenges come, you'll be thrown off balance. So you should know why. You should let that why be the one driving you. So when I started like coming out here, it was like, oh God, how am I going to do this? But when I thought of it, I have a reason why I'm doing this. I know it's a constraint, it's a challenge. Imagine going viral to like the whole world, is the whole world, like the whole world seeing your face. I was actually speaking with someone the other day, and he was asking me, can I be faceless? He said, you don't have a physical store. And that was what I told myself when I was starting this business. I don't have a physical store. My store is in the online. Now I want to be faceless, join the fact that I don't have a store. So I just told myself that, no, I know my why. I needed that financial freedom. I needed the time freedom. I want to build generational wealth. I know the reason why I went into it. I just told myself, you know what? You have just to go. Nobody cares about you. It is your own. It is mine. It is my problem. Nobody is going to solve it for me. I have to solve it myself. So whatever challenges you're facing, you need to solve it yourself. So you have to take that bold step and hold on to your why and stay positive to propel you into achieving whatever you've set for yourself. And those are the things I've done. There are loads and loads and loads and loads of them. We will not leave here today if I continue to talk. So I'll hand it over to to our moderator.
Thank you so much. Before I go to Sister Kemi, I just remembered, at least you are aware of it, that day I was supposed to anchor, and then my my network just went haywire, and then it was at the point of going live that my network went this and I thank God for Sister Gania that came to my rescue, and I was like, wow. I felt very bad. In fact, at some point I was shedding tears. But then I just told myself that nobody is dying, no. Nobody is dying. And then and then I just told myself that okay, this means that I have to have backup with backup. And so that made me to get more network. That if this one is not working, this one will work. At least by the time I have three, before village people say we say they want to do me, But that taught me that I couldn't rely. Exactly, I couldn't rely on one source of network, and I got more. And then what they say that when life throws you, what is it, lemon, you make lemonade.
Lemonade for it.
The morning, I just did a good life, and I talked about my experience and all. And you needed to see how many views I got from that. So no matter how bad the situation might be, there will always be something that you can turn around to make it work for you. And so that taught me a lesson that I have in everything I do. I have to be more prepared, over prepared. To be over prepared, and then whatever happens, make something positive out of it. So let me go to Stakemi. So tell us your experience, and then you'll be the last for the night.
Yeah, thank you, moderator, and thank you, viewers at home, for joining us again tonight. Firstly, I would say this: that challenges can be in different form. Challenges can be like my colleagues have said. Challenges can be in language barrier. Challenges can be in your business, in your career, at your place of work. It can come in any form. In your marriage, challenges can be in different ways. And then we need to tackle those challenges depending on what they are, how they come, and where they are actually coming from. So to me, when I face challenges, the first thing I do is always to identify why is this challenges coming? What type of challenges is this? The more you identify it, the more you will be able to tackle it. Like my colleagues have said, the place of our prayer cannot be inevitable, because yes, you will always face challenges. Even the Bible says it, that tribulations will come, trials will come, but we should be of good cheer because Jesus has overcome for us. Yes, Jesus has come to do that, but there is a place for us to play our own part too. So what I do, I first identify the challenges. Is it spiritual? Because some people can just, they can just beef you for no reason. They can just hate you for no just cause. And you'll be like, oh, what's happening? Why is this person behaving this way towards me? So you need to tackle it in that aspect too. Spiritually, I tackle my challenges. I identify it. What is these challenges all about? Then I can know what step to take in tackling that challenges. And another thing that I do is that I face my challenges professionally. What do I mean by that? I do not, when you just face challenges, I don't allow my emotions to overwhelm me. I calm down, think about it, and then I deal with it in a calm way, in a cool way. Because when you face challenges in some ways, maybe maritally, or maybe someone just working against you, maybe in your place of work, you always want to retaliate and like, what's happening? Am I the only one? In fact, in most cases whereby you have really not done anything wrong, you want to you want to retaliate. So what I do is I tackle it professionally. I calm down, I cool down, and I do not allow my emotions to overwhelm me, so that I won't even escalate the challenges. I won't allow it become bigger than what it is. Some challenges, they might be a little thing, but the way you approach it, you yourself will now make it bigger and bigger. So that is what I always do. I do not always allow my emotions to override me when I'm tackling my challenges. And then when it comes to business like challenges, take for instance, this our business. When you first start, there's no how you won't face challenges of how do I go about this, how do I do this, challenges of people even bringing you down, telling them about this, and the response you get from them is nothing to write home about. Those kind of challenges, I don't allow them overwhelm me. I just brush them aside. Let me say I developed thick skin against such kind of challenges. When you talk to people about something, they have not even heard you out, and they just shut you up and tell you all sorts of things, like having people giving you negative vibes on social media. Take for instance that situation, people that doesn't know you, that have never seen you, and then they just give you those kind of negative vibes. What I do is I develop thick skin against such people, because I know they don't know my goals, they don't know my mission, they don't know my, they are free to say whatever they want to say. So dealing with challenges from that aspect, I developed this skin against them. I just brush them aside. I don't allow them weigh me down, because yes, I know when I receive a no response from A, that doesn't mean I will receive a no response from B. So I don't allow that weigh me down. And then I develop a positive mindset. No matter the challenges I face, whatever it may be coming from, whatever kind of challenges it may be, I don't allow it weigh me down. I don't. I always have a positive mindset towards it, and then I also work to make myself to be a better version of myself, because I always believe that when people come to you with all those negative vibes and you're facing all those challenges, I believe that I have not really worked on myself enough. So I feel okay, I need to do more on myself. I need to work more on myself, so that at least I will be able to overcome these challenges, and all these people, I'll be able to prove to them that yes, I have a mission, I have a goal, I have a why, and then they can't pull me down with all of those negative challenges. And another thing that I do in overcoming my challenges is that I make those challenges, I use them as a stepping stone. Like I said earlier, I use them as a stepping stone, even to fulfilling my purpose. When people look down on you and say all sort of things, and you go through so many things, going through traumas, going through one problem or the other, I use them as a stepping stone. Like you said the other time, that when life throw lime at you, you make lemonade from it. So I don't allow all those challenges to weigh me down. I do not allow it at all. I pray, Number one, I tackle it spiritually. I tackle it professionally. I develop thick skin against them. I use them to develop myself the more. So that is what I do generally to tackle challenges. And then in the aspect of language barrier too, yes, majority of us find ourselves in countries where language is a barrier. All I do also is that I surround myself with people that can help me out. I seek help. I seek support. I seek for help. Like Sister Ganiat said, that when she's going for appointment, when she newly came, she's always going with an interpreter. Yes, I did that too. And I was going to what we call full employer. Going there to register that you're looking for a job. I went with an interpreter too. In fact, it was my friend that volunteered to release her son for me to go there together. So it was my son's friend that was interpreting for me. And then gradually, I was developing myself in the language too, though it may not be that easy, but then we are still working on ourselves. And then I pray God will continue to help us. And challenges doesn't end. It will always come. But one thing is sure that we will overcome, because Christ has said it, that we should be of good cheer. We will definitely overcome. So that is what I do, trying to overcome challenges.
Yes, thank you so much, Ma. Thank you. Yes, so you've heard it all. You've heard a lot of things, simple things, but practical things that we all do to overcome challenges. They've worked for us, and I believe that if you practice them, they will work for you too. And then just before we go, I just want to use this opportunity to invite you. A lot of us, to the challenge we are facing is financial or time freedom. So if you are facing that challenge of financial or time freedom, we are presenting you with an opportunity, an online business that helps you gain financial and time freedom. So if you are looking for that opportunity, you can reach out to any of us. And what we'll need from you is your name and your email address, and we will give you access to a free live webinar or a replay that will talk to you about how you can start your own business, and simple steps on how to get started. You'll see everyday people like you too that are doing amazingly well in the business, and then you can take off from there too. So thank you so much. Thank you, Sis Lillian from England, for joining us tonight. Thank you so much. And then thanks to our followers that joined us. Sorry, we are we are running late. We won't be able to mention all your names, but we sincerely appreciate you. So thank you so much. And let's do this again next week, Sunday, by His grace, at 8 p.m. UK, Nigerian time, and 9
Nigerian and UK time.
9 p.m.
Then
9 p.m. France, Belgium.
European time.
Yes, European time. Thank you. So till we meet again next week, God bless and keep us. Thank you so much.
Thank
Have
you.
an amazing week. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.